Hello, my name is Mr. Lucifer, and this is my first video on WarThunder Normandy maps. Recorded this the other night. I did quite well, but we didn't quite win the match. Actually, we did absolutely terrible and we lost by miles. But today I also want to spend some time talking to you about the election. Now, don't turn off just yet. I know elections can be really boring, and politics in general can be just quite horrendously boring, but I just want to talk about a few things that are quite important. If you are registered to vote and you are voting, then congratulations, you're taking part in something that's quite fantastic. Well, I think it's quite fantastic. But there are a lot of people out there who are registered to vote who aren't voting tomorrow. And the last election there was 15.9 people who were registered to vote who didn't vote. That's actually more people that actually took part in the election. Now, if those 15.9 million people had actually voted, we would have a very different political system than what we have right now. We could have seen no cuts, we could have seen massive improvements to the NHS, we could have seen... we don't know what we could have seen because it sadly didn't happen. And I know a lot of people out there have different reasons for not wanting to vote. But if you're already on the register, you've already got past the first hurdle. You are on the register. You can vote. You can go to your polling station. It takes 5 minutes. You can just go in there and you can vote for the party of your choice. Whichever party represents your views. Now, a lot of people who are on the register don't know which way they want to vote. And that can be quite frustrating because there are a lot of names out there. Now, I'm not here to influence the way you want to vote. I'm not here to tell you to vote Labour or UKIP or Conservative or Greens. I'm simply just here to ask you, that 15.9 million people of you out there right now, to please vote. Now, voting can be difficult if you don't know how to do it. It can be a bit daunting. The best way I can tell you to do it, if you're not sure on who to vote for, is to go to your polling station. Oh, and I killed this guy, and it was a fantastic shot. So anyway, go to your polling station. The polling station is going to have information there on every single party that's in the election. Even the independents will have information there. Take some time, have a read, try and decide which one represents you. Now, a lot of you out there would have, at the start of the election process, would have thought, I'm voting for this party. I like this party, I've always voted for that party. But this time around, perhaps they've made some changes. Perhaps they've got a policy out there you don't like, and now you've lost faith. And I understand that. Last election, I voted Lib Dem, and they came into power, and they completely changed everything. They completely destroyed their own party, in my opinion. So this time around, I'm actually going to vote for Labour. A lot of you out there will probably Lib Dem supporters who now feel that you've lost faith, you don't want to vote for the Liberals. So, take some time, have a read, do a quick half-an-hour Google search. You can find a lot of information on there. You can have a quick scan of the manifestos. There are some good policies out there, and there's some bad policies, but it's your chance to have your say, because your opinion matters. Your vote counts. Nobody can say that your vote doesn't count or your opinion doesn't matter. You have the right, you are on the electoral register, you can do that. Now, a lot of people out there, maybe it's your friends or your family, will say you can't vote for that party because it's not a very nice party, or your opinion is wrong and you can't have that opinion. Well, I have to say that they're the ones who are wrong. You are valid to have an opinion, you are valid to vote the way you want to vote. So if you want to go and vote Conservative, even though your entire family is a big, massive Labour supporters, then you can go out and you can vote Conservative, but what you have to do is vote. There's no point having that vote sat on your breakfast counter, your polling card sat there, and you're not going to use it, because it's just an absolute waste. It really is, because that is a chance for you to have your say and make your opinion heard. If you don't do it and later on something happens and you think, God, I wish I could have voted, I wish I could have made a difference, then you've lost that chance and you're going to regret it. You really are. So what you need to do is go down to your polling station and just take a look at what you've got and see who you can vote for. Now, some people out there might be registered, but they might have difficulties in reading and writing. I suffer from dyslexia myself, and yeah, at times I do have trouble with reading and writing. If you do think that you have difficulty and you need help, if you ask at the polling station, they can help you tell you which box represents which party. So you don't have to worry about that. I noticed, and I really do know that it can be embarrassing, and it can. But don't worry, they're there to help you. They're there to help sort things out for you. And I'm really not talking much about this game footage, and I'm sorry, I'm getting quite into this. I think I get a kill here, but then I get another one, I think, but then it all goes wrong. Anyway, where was I? The polling stations, they will be there to help you. They're not there to tell you who to vote for, but they will help point you in the right direction. But you have to make sure you do vote. Because if you're one of those 15.9 million people from last time who didn't vote, I bet right now you're wishing you had. I know if I was one of those 15.9 million people, I would be wishing that, God, I wish I had voted. Now, you can vote for whoever you want. You can go for the Greens if you want, you can go for UKIP, you can go for Labour. If somebody turns around and says to you, you shouldn't vote for them. If you vote for them, I'm not going to be your friend. If you vote for them, then you've got a terrible opinion. In politics, there is no right or wrong opinion. There's nothing wrong with having an idea and sticking to your idea. If you can debate your ideal, if you can convince other people of your idea, then it works. What matters is that you voice it, that it makes sure that you've got representation of it. If you just ignore it, it's not going to happen, it's not going to work. And I'm trying to shoot down that plane, and it just doesn't happen. Yeah, so you do have to make sure that you vote the way you want to vote. Don't vote the way that your mates tell you to vote, or your family tell you to vote. It's your vote that counts. You make sure... Oh, yeah, that was bad, wasn't it? No, I think this is quite... I ended up skipping it. But it was a good shot, I remember that. But yeah, your vote does matter, your vote does count. You have to make sure you use it. If you really, really are stuck, and you really don't know who to vote for, you do have the right to spoil your vote. What that means is that you either write something, or you tick too many boxes to make your vote not count. But your vote still does count, it still gets registered as a vote. It's just the fact that it gets spoiled, so it doesn't go towards any party, but it does get registered as you voting. That is important. That says that you do want to vote, but you're not sure on the party you want to vote for. Because perhaps you don't agree with the politics, you don't agree with the people, you don't agree with the ideas that they're talking about. But it lets the people, the politicians, recognise the fact that you are interested, that you are trying to engage with them. People say that politicians don't care about me, but you talk to a lot of people these days and they don't care about politicians. So how's a politician or a leader or a party leader meant to know what you want if you're not going to tell them? So tomorrow is your chance to get your say out there. If you don't get that say out, nothing will change. It's all just going to stay the same, and you're still going to have the same people in power, you're still going to have the same parties in power. If you want to make a difference, that's your chance to make a difference. I'm going to say thank you right now for watching this video and sticking with me, because I am about to die. Yeah. That's pretty much the end of this match. I want to say thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, or leave a comment. If you want to see any footage in future, please let me know. Thank you and good night.